Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 5. 7:16 America, New York. How not to do an energy transition. Power markets vary, but Britain's latest troubles hold some lessons for countries focused on decarbonization.
Daily FX Market News. October 5. 7:05 America, New York. EUR, CHF line in the sand. AUD, NZD turning point. EUR, CHF approaching SNB intervention levels, while RBNZ kicks off hiking cycle.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 5. 7:03 America, New York. U.S. companies pick up adoption of Libor alternative SOFR. Businesses are dumping the London Interbank offered rate ahead of a year-end deadline for abandoning the troubled short-term interest rate benchmark.
Digital Finance. October 5. 7:03 America, New York. GramCover, insurtech for farmers, raises Series A. The Indian insurtech is developing payments and coverage for farmers new to transacting online. The post GramCover, insurtech for farmers, raises Series A appeared first on Digital Finance.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 5. 7 o'clock America, New York. This startup says the stock market should be open 24/7. 24 Exchange seeks SEC approval to offer round-the-clock stock trading 365 days a year.
Daily FX Market News. October 5. 7 o'clock America, New York. Market Sentiment Webinar. Surging crude oil price hits stocks ahead of NFPs. Trader confidence has taken a battering from fears that higher commodity prices will harm global growth and increase inflation, leading to lower stock prices and demand for safe havens like USD.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 5. 6:56 America, New York. Bitcoin price passes $50,000. What to watch when the stock market opens today. Facebook is ticking higher after its services were restored. Amplify Energy is gaining after Monday's rout.
Naked Capitalism. October 5. 6:48 America, New York. Inflation is back with a vengeance in Latin America. After last year's economic carnage, the specter of runaway inflation is the last thing the region needs.
Global Economy. October 5. 6:35 America, New York. Joe Biden's China trade policy lacks ambition. U.S. retreat from shaping global system could hand Beijing a victory.
Forex Live. October 5. 6:33 America, New York. ECB's Holzman says clinging to hope that inflation spike is temporary. At least someone is being honest, as much as central bankers have kept up the narrative that the surge in inflation pressures is temporary or transitory. They don't really have the right tools to deal with the root of the problem.
Global Economy. October 5. 6:31 America, New York. China's CPTPP application expected to receive cool response. Nations in region will fear economic repercussions of Beijing's move to join trade pact.
Forex Live. October 5. 6:23 America, New York. Bitcoin climbs back above $50,000 for the first time in a month. Bitcoin up over 2% on the day to above $50,000. It is the first time since the 7th of September that price has clipped the $50,000 mark, and it's an important psychological win for buyers in trying to maintain the recent upside momentum, after having put up a defense at its 100-day moving average, purple line.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 5. 6:13 America, New York. AstraZeneca submits preventive COVID-19 treatment to FDA. The company asked U.S. regulators for emergency use authorization for an antibody drug that earlier this year showed strong efficacy in preventing symptomatic COVID-19, offering a potential alternative in evading the disease.
Forex Live. October 5. 5:54 America, New York. Heads up. U.S. Treasury Secretary Yellen to speak in an interview later. She will be speaking with CNBC at 11:30 GMT. The interview will at least cover some key topics at the moment regarding the debt ceiling and infrastructure negotiations, so keep your eyes and ears peeled in case. Forex Live. October 5. 5:38 America, New York. Oil steady as buyers eye a bigger breakout to the topside. WTI trades up 0.2% to $77.80 on the day. The $78 level poses some light psychological resistance for oil, but essentially, it is all about the ability for buyers to keep the upside momentum running after the break to its highest levels since 2014 in trading yesterday.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 5. 5:30 America New York, SEC Gensler aims to save investors money by squeezing Wall Street. The chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission is working on tougher rules for high-speed trading firms, private equity managers, mutual funds and online brokerages.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 5, 5:30 America New York, cotton prices surge to highest level in a decade. China is buying up U.S. cotton, despite Trump-era trade tensions between the two countries. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 5, 5:30 America New York, SEC Gensler aims to save investors money by squeezing Wall Street. The chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission is working on tougher rules for high-speed trading firms, private equity managers, mutual funds and online brokerages.
Daily FX Market News. October 5, 5:30 America New York, DAX 40, S&P, P500, FTSE 100 setup. Stagflation concerns grow despite continued stimulus. Investors eye the NFP data on Friday as concerns about high inflation and sluggish growth rise.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 5, 5:30 America New York, cotton prices surge to highest level in a decade. China is buying up U.S. cotton, despite Trump-era trade tensions between the two countries. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 5, 5:30 America New York, business travel slump undercuts hotels as vacation season ends. U.S. hotel owners are bracing for another quarter of sluggish business travel, hoping that this year's surge in leisure travel can carry over into the fall and holiday season. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 5, 5:30 America New York, Derby's take, Fed Dove games out how rate increases can address supply shock inflation. Federal Reserve officials have said repeatedly that if inflation proves to be persistently high, they have the tools to bring it under control. The problem for the Fed is that the current surge of inflation may be of a type not well suited for the main inflation-fighting remedy, interest rate increases. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 5, 5:30 America New York, Facebook documents whistleblower to face Senate panel. Frances Haugen, who gathered internal documents showing how Instagram led to depression and anxiety in many teenage girls, is set to appear before a Senate panel that is looking to toughen the law protecting children online.